And good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. I'm this green little marble. Welcome to Dreamy Dreamland with Sensei Bob. I am your Sensei Bob, here to be your griot, to tell you a story, to give you a little insight into what's going on. Now, I've been around for a day or two. The internet has been wobbly in this neck of the woods, and I had to drive down the hill. And it's not just at the school; it's all over the place. I've been talking about the Great Splat, and Mr. Klaus Larry of Davos, he looks like a Klaus Watch Schwab, that guy. He looks like a Austin Powers, villain. Pretty much everyone you see on the screen that is claiming to be of authority is a Austin Powers villain. And it's up to you. You are the decider, not these morons in Davos, not these people at the. Thank you. Oh, yummy, yum, yum. Thanks, buddy. Breakfast. Ooh. This guy makes the best. You make the best potatoes, my friend. The best. Yummy in themselves. Look at that. Crispy on top, soft in the middle. Ooh, just a little bit of ketchup. Sausage egg. Anthony, having breakfast. So, Anthony, what's happening in your neck of the woods? People ready to go to war in the Ukraine? How did the last 2 years, from 2019 until now, affect you? Nobody's there. Well, the term "build back better" does not bite us. It's Klaus's. And not for months. But the snow ice apocalypse ended around the 20th or 19th of February. So, But now it's the mud apocalypse. I smell and the road turned into mud. And so yes, I got out around the 21st. Anyway, but well, yeah, John is a presence. I'm still here in Virginia. So I head back to the deep green. It'll be what it is. And I'm like today. I'm going off to pay a few bills. See a few people. But John isn't the only one I'm here to help. I got here around 2 weeks before Thanksgiving and didn't really go to see John until 2 days after New Year's. So basically, I'm moving on, and I got everything to do. And since I no longer get paid to be a itinerant scholar, at least not in the corporate world, people aren't asking me to tell them what things are going to be. But I still took a look at it, and we are probably right around where we were in 1933. And so I'm more observant of things I can affect rather than things I can't affect. So that's why I do this YouTube, because I think it affects you guys. It can be, I'm a example of you being your best. That's where we are. That's where you are. Are you being your best? How do you be your best? You don't want to be your best. So So Anthony, what are you doing to be your best? How are you affecting other people for the good? What's going on in your community that you're involved with that isn't about you? It's about helping others, being involved, being your best. Anybody else? So, you know, nothing's like all the things that I've accomplished. I accomplished because I was doing them right then and there. Had to be done. The biggest obstacle to get anything done is getting started. Well, in the future, we're going to do blah, blah, blah. No. Want to have a community? Start. Nope, there's no time like right now to start a community. And find somebody who has some land. Find some land that is like council flat land that you can go use. There's always something that can be utilized for the better. Like, you know, in the early 70s, when I was no longer tethered to my obligation to the VA, I first went to Jamaica with a friend whose cousin had purchased this guy's beautiful house right on the water. It's called, if you were to go on the internet and look up Rick's Cafe and a Grill, you would see that place. And that was the place that I helped start. I went there because they had no electricity, no running water, no nothing. And it was a beautiful, some doctor, lots of piece of property. It was right on the edge of town in McGrill, right on the edge of the beach, meaning just, Mrs. Brown owned everything. And she just sold out like 1 acre rock to the doctor. And in Jamaica, one of the things they do really well is concrete block. So he built a beautiful concrete block house, right? And with a swimming pool, right? And he waited around a number of years. And let's see you come soon. Never shut up. And so the doctor sold this property to my friend's cousin for almost nothing. And like I said, it was beautiful. If you go look at it, and this was the early 70s. It says it started in 74, but it's probably when it got incorporated. But we went there 72, I think. I stayed there about a year. And took a look at the place, we landed, took the bus from the airport, which was like a good 100 miles or so. And then we had to the bus didn't go into town. We had to walk about 1.5 miles, 2 miles from the state road to into the grill. And there are really only two beaches in all of Jamaica. Volcanic rock. Ocho Rios, where the rich people, where English, built all their everything. And Kingston's like the port. And the grill is on the other side of Jamaica, where the native folk were. Right? So that was it. And we go back 2 weeks ago. I had the story of what happened. For example, of me coming in, being a Catholic. Mr. Brown had owned everything, run everything really great. I show up. Let's go back to place. But in the first day I'm there, talk to the guy, look at what it is, see what he needs. And I go talk to Mrs. Brown. Because as we walked in, I scoped that she was running this tiki bar on the beach, right? That was in the ocean. And, I went and talked to her. Said, hey, go over there. Watch the doctor's house. Yeah. I told him I'm coming here to turn into a nightclub. She went, what? I said, no. Don't worry. This is going to be the best thing that ever happened to you. It'll increase your business by tenfold. I said, what? So, have you ever been to America? Oh, yeah, Miami. I just lived there. I said, so, you see Burger King and McDonald's all over the place, and they're virtually right across the street from each other, right? But yeah. And they do it on purpose because they virtually have the same product, but it's a little different. It's like Coke and Pepsi. And they do very well. So you, and whatever that guy does, is going to do very well. She thinks about it. I said, and so if you help him, he will help you. We'll become best buddies. You do great. And so, like that, everything changed. And she sent all her best people over to help him turn it into what he wants to turn it into. She told me on to people in Kingston where the shipyards were. And those guys had windmills, power, and photo cells, and big deep cell batteries, and converters. And that was the and the windjammers. We painted all of the things of the windmill, different colors, and put reflectors on them. It looked pretty when the wind would come around. And we cut steps into, because the ocean was right there. There was no beach, though. So we cut steps into the rock so that people could go swimming. And made it easy, put a nice thing so they could get in and out of the water without getting beat up. And the different ambiance from Mrs. Brown's. But it happened like that. It's not, oh, we're going to wait and see what. No, go like that. And after 3 months of work and thought and building, Rick's kind of started open. Well, it took its time to figure out what it was, and then it got bought out. I think in 1974 by some corporate entity. I bought out all on the grill. Right? And that's how sandals and hedonism and all those places that are really disgusting. I mean, they're okay, but and that's the illusion. I mean, when I was there, when I first walked in, that place was like heaven. It was beautiful. Everyone was sweet and kind. It was so much fun. There were no police. There was no crime. Everyone knew everyone. Everyone was related to Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown was like Padron. She ran the place. And then, after a year, I got kind of, it was time for me to go, but it was so easy to live there because I was the dude, right? And Mr. Brown loved me because I was right, once Rick's opened her whole everything. And she got her guys to build Rick's. And they were ready, and she built a whole bunch of beautiful little cabins on the beach, and made the road better so he could drive in and get deliveries of stuff instead of having to haul in them. And put up because it rained there a lot, so they put up bricks. They had no water, so I had them take all the drainage from the roof into 55-gallon drums. Food. I found this place, Kingston, that had PVC food storage and shipping containers. And they were perfect for being water catchment. So we put those on every building, and then now, instead of shitting in the woods, people had toilets. You should put PVC in sand. I took it all the way to the other end of the beach, put it in the ground, and then started a compost there. And within months, and we just kept putting dirt there from where the goats are. We turned into a big organic garden for Rick's restaurant, and now it's like a vegan hotspot. And it's, instead of sewage being a toxic waste dump, it was growing food. We did all that in the first 6 months I was there. And it changed the grill for the rest. That was great for about until 1980 or so, maybe late 70s. And I could have bought a house. Mr. Brown wanted me there. She could have given me a thing. I could have built a hacienda and been there right today. But just in the 6 months, because it was no longer a hard place to get to, the tourists started coming in droves and just didn't stop. Because it was such a beautiful spot. I used to make $100 a day for massaging beautiful women on the beach. $10 a massage. Easy, 10 people. Then, Mr. Brown's, I had my own little. So I helped her redo the tiki bar. So it had a bandstand and a dance floor, and it had little banquettes. We were in the grill, and I'm like going through the junkyard, not of garbage, but of stuff. Right? Tell me, have thrown out all these beautiful leather baguettes. And Mrs. Brown was with me, and she loved going to, because she had all kinds of family in Kingston. So we'd go there, and she knew the Heart of the Come guy, and Bob Marley, the Wellers. And she had a little bit of a recording studio. She had some money in a recording studio. One of her nephews had a recording studio. I had worked on Studer and Neve equipment, and walked in, and they have this right there, and they haven't got it to work. So I got it to work. I was a dude in Kingston, which was pretty amazing. Kingston was a wild town in 1972 or 3. And anyway, that's what happens when you are in the moment. When you are the decider. When you don't put it off. And look what's happening to our world. Everyone's kicked the can down so much that it's like, forget about it. And right now, when I came back, New York City, the oil embargo was, in actuality, I came back. It was pretty obvious what New York City had been. It was going through a Build Back Better, a totally different thing was happening. The World Trade Center had opened, and it had so many square feet of rentable space that it collapsed the real estate business in New York. 2 buildings, 3. All 3 fell down. That's not a coincidence. Building 7 came down, an airplane didn't hit it. How did it come down? It was a measure of the change that was about to occur. It was just like the assassination of Jack Kennedy was the measure of the change that was about to occur. We went into Southeast Asia and killed 6 million people. And we had been there a long time before that. We were in Southeast Asia since World War II. And where did everyone get all those weapons? But wait, we had all of these weapons that we were about to unleash on Japan after the atomic bomb. We didn't have to. So we sent a ton to Korea, and we sent a ton to Southeast Asia. And we built Subic Bay, one of the largest military bases in the world. And we and so Vietnam was the precursor of Afghanistan. Right? So we keep playing the same tune over and over again, and the general populace has no idea. I mean, the average kid who's going to school right now, between 6th grade and junior in college, has no idea of history. If it's not on their smartphone, it doesn't exist. So that's kind of where we're at, and you're the decider. So Anthony is going to stay. She has money to buy land. Just need. Yeah, I wouldn't mind coming over. But like I said, we are in the time of the big splat, right? So I'm heading back soon to the deep green and just enjoying it, right? Get my gardens going, see how the animals are doing. Up into school, my neighbor has goats and chickens, and he hasn't fed them in weeks, and so they're so starving that they are chewing the bark off of John's trees. Hey there, Jamie. everything is always with me peaceably, right? Because I am a meek person, you know. Meek. What is meek? Meek isn't like woo. Meek is someone who is confident about who they are. They don't have to prove anything. You know, meek is a person who is always thinking about the other person and not themselves. Meek is someone who loves unconditionally and not transactionally, right? So that's where, that's me. And so, and the meek shall inherit the earth, right? Not the egocentric, not the hedonist, not the you know narcissistic, not the exceptional. No, those guys ain't gonna do it, So, but living in the moment is the key, right? To go out there and every day in every way serve love's co-creation is yeah, and that's why whatever I've done, I've been relatively successful because it's not about me. It's about the we in me. I didn't do all that stuff in the grill. I was just the dude, right? I'm just the guy in front. Like, come on, kids, let's do this. So that's what we need to start doing. Moving forward, in every day and every way, taking the piece of the earth and making it stronger. Right? I just wanted to touch base with you guys. And remember, you want to get a hold of me, it's at the dudewake42 at Gmail, dudewake42 at Gmail, dudewake42 at Gmail. And, from that point to this point, just, have love in your heart for your brothers and sisters, right? Third love's co-creation. I'll be back later this afternoon. Uh, consider. Yeah. What do you want me to consider? Anyway, so it's a good time. I'm gonna pop off and run my errands, and I'll talk to you guys later. Okay. Love you all. And Jamie, I love those pictures you sent. That place where you live, really gorgeous.